So today I'm going to be introducing you to one of my very good friends. I've known her for a really long time. I think she's my oldest friend, the friend I've known the longest from the friends that I've brought on here. And her name is Chika. You've probably seen her from my last vlog video. She came to spend some time with me, and so I thought instead of interviewing her from different cities, I'm going to interview her here. So without further ado, I would like to introduce to you my good friend Chika. This is Chika. Now Chika, just so you know, all these questions, we've probably talked about them. I'm just going to ask you these questions and you answer. Just basically, I want the people to get to know you, because being friends with you and things you've experienced, conversations we've had, things we've shared have been very inspiring to me, and I wanted to inspire someone out there. Yeah, so first of all, I'm going to give you guys background of how long we've known each other and how our friendship developed, because it's very funny to me. We knew each other, we met in maybe GSS 2.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Probably.
High school.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we were 12 then.
Yes. And I remember that you were friends with some of my friends, and your class was on the other side, and I remember going to your class to see my friends, and then you would be with them. And funny thing is, I was closer to her twin.
That's right.
Yeah, her twin was more of my friend.
This is the part where my twin says I steal all her friends.
But I think we became a lot closer here in the UK.
Yeah, definitely.
Or even before you moved. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, just before I moved, right? Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I was with Nkechi, and then she told me that you were leaving.
Yes.
And so we now came together, we said goodbye to you.
Exactly.
And then you left. And then I moved shortly after.
And that was the start of a beautiful friendship.
Okay, another thing that I remember is music. Music is something that also bonded us. Yeah. How you would send me new songs, the song that you hear, you'd send it to me and I'll listen to it, and then I'll send you some. Recently, what kind of music do you listen to? What kind of music inspires you?
Yeah, I think I've always had an appreciation for all kinds of music, but particularly for me, I love gospel music. I love contemporary gospel. So it's almost a bit rock gospel.
Yeah, she introduced me to that.
And to be honest, my personality, I feel like I'm a complete mismatch with rock in general, but I love rock gospel, and some of the people that I listen to that particularly, or gospel bands and artists that I love, Elevation Worship, Tamala Man, Hillsong, and some gospel artists as well that are not necessarily known by everyone, but they do amazing music, like Danny Goki. So he was an American Idol artist. He's makes beautiful music. Casting Crowns, oh my god, I love Casting Crowns. If anyone hasn't listened to Casting Crowns, you need to go listen to them, because it will just
Casting Crowns,
music on another level.
Can you tell them what you do, and is it something that you always wanted to do?
Okay, so I'm currently a business analyst / project manager / regulatory SME. SME is subject matter expert. So I work in an investment bank.
Did you always want to do that?
No, absolutely not. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm just being honest. I think it's one of those things where I'd say to people, I found myself in the role that I'm in. And actually it was a really good friend who encouraged me to get into banking, because I was really against banking. No, absolutely not. They work crazy hours. And she was like, no, Chika, you can actually do some really good roles in technology within banking, so why don't you just give it a try? And I did, and I actually also started really enjoying it. So yeah, that's how I ended up where I am now. Yeah.
And you're doing so well.
Yeah, I suppose.
So I used to be envious of you back in school, in secondary school, because you were smart. You're one of the smart people. You knew what you wanted to do. You did so well in school. I remember when I came, you were graduating, and you graduated with honors, and I was like, God, this girl, what's wrong with her? Everything she does. But I think getting close to you, like, I just saw your passion, you're focused. Even your relationship with God, like, it's like, this is what I want to do, and like you work and strive towards it. And I feel like that has, contributed to your success in life. I know you're not where you want to be, but girl, there's so many people that look at you and they're like, wow, Chika, I would love to be where she is, and there are a lot of people that admire you, So I wanted to ask, what do you think? Like, do you think that has attributed to a lot of the success that you've attained so far? And what would you say to someone who is struggling to get there?
Wow, that's a pretty loaded question. I think there are many factors that have contributed to where I am, and I mean, to be honest, I think it also depends on what someone defines as success.
Yeah.
Because I think that the older I've gotten and the more that I've done and achieved, I don't necessarily see those things as what makes me a successful person. So, okay, to answer your question, like, in order, I think first of all, like, my parents, the kind of parents that I have and the way that they raised me has played such a huge role in the person that I've become today. Like, my parents were always very focused, like, they were very big on education and encouraging us to, do our best. I think also just personally for me, I think I'm just a very competitive person, sadly. So if I want to do something, I want it to be as successful as possible. Otherwise, like,
what's the point?
Exactly. But I also think that I've learned a lot of lessons along the way, and I don't necessarily think that the path or like maybe the way that I approached some of the things that I did in terms of trying to be successful was the healthiest for me personally. Because I think that when we're on a journey to becoming who we want to be, we've also got to make room that sometimes you can fail, and failing is okay. And it's what you do with your failure, afterwards. You pick yourself up and you keep going. I think sometimes, like, because I was so driven, I found it really hard to deal with any kind of failure. It sometimes felt like my whole life was falling apart. And so now in hindsight, I look back and I see how, I should have made more room. So that's what I would say to someone who's trying to get to wherever it is that they want to get to, that make a little bit of room to that. Sometimes things may not go the way that you want it to, and that's okay. It's what you do with it afterwards. And so you should learn to put things in context and learn to have perspective about your journey and where you're at. That's what I would say.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, another thing I really love about you is your family and how close you guys are, especially your sisters, and I've got to meet all of them, and they're amazing people. Like, each one of them are strong, confident and established women and doing so well in whatever they do. Even as mothers, as parents, I just look at them, I'm like, how do you guys juggle all of this? And then, like, your sisters are just amazing, and I feel like they're people who a lot of other younger females look up to. How come you guys are so close? Because I know sisters who are not as close as you guys are. Can I just say, today when you came, the night that she came, we were what's the app?
IMO.
To all her sisters, like all four of them were chatting, and it was just so beautiful. I just looked at it and I was just wishing I had a sister.
Oh, yeah, me.
It's just so beautiful, just seeing you guys in different places, just talking about stuff and just sharing moments. It's just beautiful to see. How do you stay close?
Gosh, I don't really know. How have we stayed close? I think we have a very unique relationship, because obviously I have my twin sister, and then my two older sisters. So I think it's a combination of factors. They're close in age, for one. They actually really look alike. People say they look more like twins than me and my twin sister. But I think growing up, that we were all just kind of really close. I think a lot of it has to do with my parents again, and I think it also, like, just their faith in God, so they were very much, they're like I have to say, my parents were very principled people. They raised us up. They really, really did their best in just raising us up. Actually, okay, let me backtrack a bit. So first of all, we're kind of about the same size, although a few of them have had babies now, so they're slightly bigger. So it was even things like even sharing clothes was very easy. So you know, when you just share things like that with your siblings, weirdly enough, it establishes a bond.
Yeah.
So we always used to share our stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, we fought a lot. Like, and I know it looks all lovey-dovey on social media, and it is now, but we did fight a lot as well growing up. You know, we didn't always see eye to eye, you know, like maybe the older one and myself, or me and my twin. But I think we understand that regardless of how much you fight with your siblings, love is just strong.
Yeah,
like, you can disagree, but it doesn't mean that you love each other any less. I think that even though my parents were not, they weren't the type that would say, oh, I love you in person growing up, but I think we always knew that we were loved.
Yeah.
So that security in their love played into our own like sibling love. I think that's like probably the biggest contributor to our relationship. Yeah.
Final words.
Okay.
So this is a friendship series, and I started this thing because I have the most amazing friends that I've known for a very long time and are still my friends up till now. And I just felt like they've inspired me in so many ways on this journey called life. And I feel like listening to them talk, if I just keep taking everything and growing, how do I give back? And so this is my way of giving back. I'm sure just listening to her talk, you can see like, this one is deep. This is my friend Chika. If you haven't watched our vlog video, go and watch that. We had so much fun. We haven't recorded it yet. We're going to have fun.
Yeah,
we're going to have fun. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. If you have a friend, call your friend and tell them you love them. Love you, girl.
I love you so much too. Thank you, sweetie.
Bye.